The Nintendo Switch is Nintendo's latest console to their amazing history of innovative gaming. From consoles to games to handheld consoles, Nintendo are always coming up with new ideas and very creative ones as well. The Switch is their latest console, which is a home console which can also be brought on the go. Innovation right there. Now, the Switch is just recently 6 months old, and I have seen a lot of videos recently about how people's Switches are holding up 6 months later. So, I thought I'd join in with that and make my own video about how my Switch is and my thoughts and opinions 6 months later on the console. So, with all of that out of the way, let's get into this video. So, first of all, the Switch has sold an amazing 4.7 million units in its first 6 months, and Nintendo aimed to reach 10 million units sold within the first year, meaning March 3rd, 2017 to March 3rd, 2018. And honestly, I think Nintendo will reach that goal, but I'll talk more about that sort of stuff later in the video. So, the first thing I want to talk about in depth is how my Nintendo Switch has held up over these past 6 months. And as we know, the Switch can be used as a handheld and can be brought on the go, so obviously you need to be careful with your Switch to keep it in good condition. So, I will be showing pictures on the screen of how my Switch is looking throughout the video. So, first of all, the Switch itself has no damage whatsoever, and the Joy-Cons seem to work completely fine, with the exception of the right Joy-Con, which still works fully, but sometimes my Switch will tell me that it has a low battery, and then it turns out that it actually doesn't, and still lasts hours playing with it, so I'm not too sure what that is all about. But as I said, it does not affect the actual usage of the Joy-Con itself. I just thought I'd point that out there. One other minor thing is that, again, the right Joy-Con, when I put it into the grip, it can be pushed down slightly compared to the left Joy-Con. And like I said about the last thing, it does not actually affect the usage, but it's something I found strange. I've actually looked into it, and I believe it is the grip itself which is the issue, which I can replace fairly cheap anyway, so I'm not really bothered by this. But again, I thought it was something that was worth mentioning in the video. As for the screen, we all know there was a big issue with what seemed like a lot of people, but I'm not really sure if it did affect that many people, but this is the dock scratching the Switch issue. I have a very small scratch on the bezel part of my screen, so no, it does not affect the gameplay in any way, but I was not too happy when it happened. But I did pick up a dock sock from Etsy, which has worked wonderful. I've not had a single mark on my Switch since getting it, and it is pretty lightweight, so there is no need to worry about it possibly overheating at all. And on Etsy there is many different cool designs from many different creators, and they don't cost that much either, so it's a very good investment. So if you're worried about your Switch getting scratched up by the dock, I would definitely recommend picking up a dock sock from Etsy, or anywhere else. I believe they're on eBay as well, as they really do protect your Switch and look really cool at the same time. I have a really cool Majora's Mask dock sock, which you'll be able to see on the screen right now. Now, the next part I want to talk in depth about is where I use my Switch the most, and how I use it, and basically how easy and convenient it is to use. First of all, I do play with my Switch mostly docked in my room, which is probably how most people play their Switch. Docked, and in my opinion it is my favourite way to play, as you get the best quality gaming experience with the Switch, playing it docked, and the games truly do look stunning. And with the Joy-Cons lasting around 20 hours or something before they need charged, I can play for hours and hours on end, as I have not played for 20 hours straight yet on my Switch. Which will probably happen at some point, but as of yet, it's not happened yet. So the battery life of the Joy-Cons is no issue at all. Now, I do like to play my Switch when it is not docked, and my favourite way to play this is tabletop mode, as one, I personally like handheld, but I prefer to use the Joy-Cons in the grip, and tabletop offers that ability over handheld, but handheld is pretty helpful for when I want to play my Switch in bed, which I do like doing as well. So tabletop mode is very helpful for me, as I do like to just sometimes play Splatoon 2, but don't want to change my HDMI cables, as I usually have my Wii U plugged in as well, as I use it for stuff like Netflix and YouTube at night, which the Switch doesn't have yet, but I do hope to see it soon. So I'll just pull out my Switch and set it up on my desk and play some Splatoon 2 or Mario Kart 8 Deluxe or whatever it may be. I also use both handheld and the tabletop mode when playing my Switch with anyone else I know who has a Switch. Along with playing my Switch in the living room, which I just want to chill out, or if my room's too hot or cold or something. But either way, I find tabletop mode very helpful and a great way to play my Switch. And Nintendo have really pleased me with the ability to literally play the Switch anywhere I go and just have a good time and relax with my Switch. It really is a fun experience. Now, the fun does not stop there with the Nintendo Switch, as I love all the different customizations you can do with your Switch. From different Joy-Con colour combos, with more on the way, to all sorts of carry cases, and even a Switch bag if you want to bring your whole Switch setup on the go. You can also get skins for your Switch, which some do have an issue with screwing up your Switch and dock, something to do with the plastic, if you decide to take them off that is, but if you're planning on keeping it on forever, then it's fine I guess. You can also get protective shells for your Switch in all different sort of colours, some that are clear as well which do look really cool. And I can't forget the dock socks, which I already mentioned earlier. But all of these cool and colourful accessories are stuff that I really love about the Switch. And whilst I don't actually own many of these myself, these cool accessories are stuff I do plan to pick up in the future when I can. I really want to get the Splatoon 2 Joy-Con combo, the green and pink neon ones, as they look so cool. And I wish Nintendo would make them look more neon when advertising them, as they look a lot better in real life, and I mean a lot better, as they do on the box and in advertisement. I'd personally like to have just 2 pink Joy-Cons alone, which I believe is going to be possible at some point. It is something Nintendo is working on I believe and bringing out soon, some sort of online thing. I believe it's available in Japan right now, but I'm not too sure about that. But either way, they do look so damn cool and I really want to get them at some point. The last thing I just want to touch on a little bit is, as the device is a portable console, we will soon be able to play many big third-party titles on the go, such as Skyrim, which is coming out this year, Doom, Wolfenstein, FIFA 18, NBA 2K18, which are 2 big sports titles, and many more. And hopefully this drives more third-party companies to bring their games over to the Switch, so we can have many different types of games on the Switch that we can all bring on the go, which is something that the PlayStation and the Xbox won't be able to do. So that is my thoughts and how my Switch has held up over the first 6 months of the console's lifetime. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to give it a like to let me know you enjoyed it. And also feel free to leave a comment about how your Switch is holding up over the past 6 months and your thoughts on the Switch, and also the future of the Nintendo Switch. Also, if you'd like to join my Discord server, where you can chat to me and other Zelda fans, along with share some of your own content, share your art and photos, and give me questions for my Q&A series along with video suggestions, feel free to join my Discord server. The link is in the description. So, thank you all so much for watching the video, I really do appreciate it, and I hope you all have a great day or night wherever you are. And until the next time, I've been Hyrule Gamer.